Good morning! I'm dying. What's up, guys? Welcome to another day. The footage in this office has looked so bad recently.
Ew, boogers.
I'm new to this camera, so it's gonna take a little getting used to, but today we're starting off the bat. Right off the bat, we're starting off going skateboarding because it's Sunday. Everything is closed, nobody's out in the streets, and there are spots right near our office that I have not explored yet, so let's go do that. Okay, it's still really early, but on the way to the first spot, this park is closed right now, but there's a giant empty, completely empty. But look at that! Tally ho! Ah, Jesus, look at the floor. Cop is driving by. Maybe it'll work. I'm gonna try one flip trick into it, and if I die, it's your fault. But you also have to subscribe, because I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching. Damn it! There we go, easy. What's up? I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard to find good skate spots here in New York City, and this right here, nobody around, all vacant. I'm sure it's gonna get populated in just a minute, but I'm so stoked, and I'm gonna skate this right meow. I've been making a lot of crazy goals and to-dos lately, and today it's all about just having as much fun as possible. Skating this, getting tricks, moving on, going to another skate spot, and just kind of skating. There's so much steam, I don't know if you can see it, coming off my body. The thing is, my hands are red because it's so cold outside, but I'm sweating profusely. It doesn't feel that cold, 37 degrees. I feel fine, it's just my hands. I guess my skin's not used to cold weather still because I'm so California bound for the last 3 years, so my hands are getting used to it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we're heading back to the office right now, and somebody asked the other day, and I think it's a good question, why we got the office when we already have a place, an apartment where we can just work out of. Well, it's the same reason I used to go to Starbucks all the time. I think it's important to separate work from home life. Now, this is advice that a lot of entrepreneurs will give you. I've read this a ton of times in books. We've had this recommended to us when we were moving to New York City by the guy who actually works in the same building. Little skate trivia, this is where Jason Dill did his ender in Minefield. Plus, there's a lot of things I don't feel comfortable doing in an apartment that I share with my girlfriend. That sounded weird. When it comes to making noise and building projects and doing what I want to the walls and stuff, sharing an apartment, you gotta be careful. Here, half the space is mine, half the space is Sarah's. I can destroy this side if I wanted to, but I also spent all day building this. Dun, 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 dun. This is literally what I did all day yesterday, but now, I'm a tool man, Taylor. But also when it comes to practicality, I spent more on my rent in California and Sarah spent more on her rent than we do now sharing both spaces. We're spending less now for both spaces. And the building itself hooked us up because they're trying to make sort of a creative hub here. They already have other YouTubers like Sam Sheffer, Casey Neistat, Beam headquarters is downstairs. There's other people who do a lot of media on the second floor as well. A lot of photographers and artists on the third floor where we are. I mean, the building is actually insane. Part of the building is a camera store. There's a grocery store downstairs, a Chipotle right down the street, a Starbucks across the street. I mean, if you know me, if you've been watching my channel, you know how stoked all of that makes me. I mean, it's basically a whole new way. And it all leads me one step closer to what I actually want, what I really, really want. And trying to leave a mark in New York City right now is sort of one of my main intents. So having a location in this area and a location farther north, being around creative people, being able to work with more people. I mean, there's like 500 reasons why I'm here, but it's amazing. See you soon. This seems like the most bootleg balance board I've ever seen in my life. Okay, this is gonna take some practice. Oh God, why is it so hard? Oh, we're doing it. What the hell? Okay, that's much better. One thing that I wanted to bring up in this video, since I've been skateboarding for so long and in these videos, I never wear a helmet. People ask, John, why don't you wear a helmet? So today I will. I'm gonna see what it's like because it has been, I feel like years since I've worn a helmet. Okay, it doesn't fit my head. What the hell? Get it, brother? That's it, my man. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Which leads me to this belief that I know people are just gonna roll their eyes at, but I feel like I am just as safe skateboarding as I am sitting here, as I am walking down the street, sitting in my office, going for a walk. There's a lot of muscles that have developed in my body to prevent me from hitting my head if I do fall. And I miss tricks all the time. I don't land tricks so often, but I don't really fall that often. Like actually have my body hit the ground. But even on that small chance of me hitting the ground, there's less of a chance of all the muscles that I've built through these 16 years of skateboarding all failing at the same time for my head to sling back and get whiplash and hit my head. The thing is, in skateboarding, I've probably hit my head about 20 times or so, which seems crazy, but I've hit my head a lot more in the last 16 years not skateboarding. So it's really up to the individual, but I will say this for a fact. If you are someone who thinks that skateboarding is cool and you don't think it's risky enough to stray away from, then there is no room for judgment for someone who doesn't wear a helmet. If you're someone who allows a little bit of risk, you should be someone who is willing to accept a lot of risk. I feel like that answer probably doesn't make anyone comfortable out there, but I will go skateboarding right now without a helmet because that's what I do. And I also don't have a helmet that fits me. So who knows, maybe in the future if I try something that I think is risky, I will wear a helmet. But for now, I'm okay with skating what I'm skating with just the helmet. I feel like I didn't get as much skating as I kind of wanted to, but my body's like, you know what? Let's relax. We skated all day today. We've been running around like crazy. It's time to chill. And of course for this video, I do have a quote of the night and it's by my girl, Oprah Winfrey. She says, passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. There's so many quotes about stepping outside of your comfort zone and figuring out what else is going to excite you. But the thing is, every time I move forward and every time I travel onwards, I realize that skating is what holds me down. It's like what I really, really enjoy doing. And then I think about what I should build in this world and I'm like, obviously it has to do with skating. What's up? What's your name?
Leandro.
Andrew?
Leandro.
Okay, I'm John.
Cool. Great, I love your channel.
And I basically go through something that I think everyone is going to go through. It's the question of, will people accept what you're into? And we can sit here all day and be like, no, I'm too cool for that. I really don't care what anyone else thinks. But the thing is, I'm in New York City and I didn't know many skateboarders who do YouTube as well. And I'm always like, oh, should I create this kind of content because there's these other people? And the skateboarding is what attracted people who don't even skate. The skateboarding is what sets me apart. It's what I love to do the most, and the passion that I have for it is what ironically attracts people who don't skate to me. I also say this because I know it's so many communities out there. There are people who started skateboarding and none of their friends skate, or everybody around them quits and they move on to something else. But the thing is, they get rid of that passion because they feel like they need to and they need to move on from it. But the thing is, if you love it, if you're seriously passionate about it, you can do it yourself. And at least for me, things will end up usually coming back around and working out. There's a discomfort level you have to work through. And once you get past that, you can live on with your passion. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and stay tuned for tomorrow because I do these videos every single day. I've had so much fun recently making these videos and filming, so yeah, let's oh, also stay tuned for everything that's about to be built. All these meet and greet type things I'm about to have and these pop-up random shops that I'm gonna have, they're all starting to set into motion now. I have a bunch of events that I'm planning, a lot of contests that I'm planning, a lot of cool things to come, so make sure to stay tuned and get ready for that stuff because I want all of you guys included. Whenever I have an event, I want anyone who can come out to come out and hang out with. Yo, boy. All right, humans, love you so much. Progress daily and keep killing it.